Imagine a Mediterranean summer, but without the shoulder-to-shoulder towels, the overpriced cocktails, and the constant hum of tourist chatter. Now imagine beaches where the only soundtrack is the tide against the shore, where pine-scented breezes drift down from forested cliffs, and the water so clear it feels like glass beneath your fingertips. These places exist. They're out there right now, untouched by the crowds. And today, we're leaving the tourist trail far behind to uncover 6 secret beaches, each so beautiful, you'll wonder why no one's talking about them. Let's start with one you can only reach by boat. The Mediterranean has a problem. It's famous, too famous. From the Amalfi Coast to Santorini, from Ibiza to the Côte d'Azur, these postcard spots have become magnets for cruise ships and Instagrammers. And while they're undeniably gorgeous, the romance disappears when you're elbow to elbow with hundreds of strangers all chasing the same sunset. But here's the thing. Beyond the tourist hot zones, the Med is full of quiet corners and forgotten coves that still feel like paradise. You just have to know where to look. Over the next few minutes, I'm taking you to 6 hidden beaches scattered across Croatia, France, Greece, Italy, Albania, and Spain. Each one a little harder to reach, a little less convenient, and infinitely more rewarding. We'll walk down rocky trails, ride slow ferries, and even slip into national parks. Because the effort to get there is exactly what keeps them so blissfully uncrowded. So grab your sunglasses, lace up your sandals, and get ready to discover the Mediterranean you've been dreaming about, without the selfie stick armies. Saplinara Beach, Croatia. On the southeastern tip of Mljet Island, far from Dubrovnik's day trippers, lies Saplinara Beach, a stretch of golden sand inside the protected boundaries of Mljet National Park. There are no high-rise hotels here, no nightclubs pumping bass into the night, just a crescent of sand framed by pine forests and the slow rhythm of the Adriatic. Getting here isn't instant. You'll need to take a 1.5-hour ferry from Dubrovnik, followed by a short drive. But the moment you step onto the sand, you'll understand why the journey is worth it. The water is shallow from meters out, perfect for wading, and the horizon feels endless. In summer, you might share this entire bay with only a handful of families and locals. And at night, the stars over the park's dark skies are brighter than anything you'll see in the city. Calanques of Marseille, France. Think turquoise water against white limestone cliffs accessible only by foot or by boat. That's the magic of the Calanques National Park. A rugged coastline carved into secret coves. While Marseille's main beaches fill with sunbathers by noon, the Calanques require effort. You'll hike down dusty trails for 30 to 60 minutes depending on which cove you choose, or you can approach by kayak from the city. Either way, there's no car park right by the shore. And that's the point. The reward? Swimming in crystal clear water under soaring cliffs, surrounded by nature's quiet. Pack a picnic because there are no cafes or facilities here. Just remember to bring everything back with you. This is a protected park, and part of its beauty lies in its untouched nature. Seamost Beach, grease golden and pink sands, crystal clear turquoise waters, and space to breathe even in peak season. Located on Elefanisos Island, Samos is actually 2 long stretches of sand joined by a thin strip, creating 2 bays with different moods. One side is calm, perfect for floating lazily, while the other gets a bit more wind, attracting adventurous swimmers. It's large enough that even in August you'll find quiet patches away from beach umbrellas. And the sunsets here, they turn the sand a rose gold color you'll never forget. Cockroachy Beach, Italy, deep in Sardinia's eastern coast. Cockroachy Beach feels like a world away from the island's glossy Costa Smeralda resorts. Instead of sand, this shoreline is covered in smooth, dark pebbles that glisten under the sun. The water drops deep almost immediately, giving it a surreal, inky blue gradient that contrasts beautifully with the green pine forest rising behind it. It stretches for nearly 4 kilometers, which means you can always find a private corner. Even in August, the pebbles make a soft clicking sound when the waves pull back, a natural melody you'll hear only here. There are no beach bars or loungers, just the raw beauty of Sardinia's wild coast. Bring water shoes if you plan to swim, and take a moment to walk into the pine forest trails for shade and a completely different perspective of the coastline. Livadi Beach, Albania. The Albanian Riviera has been climbing the travel charts, but most visitors stop in Himare, 5 kilometers away. Livadi Beach, though, is where locals escape when they want more space and peace. Its sand is brilliantly white, the water a shade of turquoise that could rival the Maldives. The beach is long enough that even on busier weekends you can walk toward the far ends and feel like you've claimed your own piece of the coast. There are a few small tavernas serving grilled seafood and fresh salads, enough for comfort but not enough to attract package tour buses. And because it's so close to Himare, you can enjoy lively evenings in town and still wake up to quiet mornings on the sand. Escaló Mort. Spain Formentera is known for some of Europe's best beaches, but Escaló Mort remains its secret cove. It's tiny, a pocket of soft sand sheltered by rocky cliffs, and you won't find it on the main tourist maps. To get here, you'll take a 20-minute walk along a rocky trail carrying whatever you need for the day. There are no services, no lifeguards, and no shade, so plan accordingly. But when you arrive, the water is so clear you can count the pebbles on the seabed. The cliffs block the wind, keeping the cove calm and warm. It feels like a private swimming pool, except it's part of the open sea. It's the kind of place where time disappears, where you'll look up and realize hours have passed and the sun is beginning to slide toward the horizon. The Mediterranean doesn't have to mean crowds and chaos. These 6 beaches prove there's still room for quiet, for wild beauty, and for those magical moments when you feel like the world has forgotten where you are. So, which one would you choose? The pine-scented sands of Croatia? The cliff-framed coves of France? Or maybe the secret pink shores of Greece? Tell me in the comments. And if you know another hidden gem, don't keep it to yourself. Share it. Let's build a map of the Med's last true secrets, one beach at a time. And if you're ready to leave the tourist trail behind, hit subscribe. Your next adventure is just one click away.